Hi, my name is Jenna Liner, and this is my part 2 of my reading report presentation. I was assigned to read Chapter 5, An American in Utopia, which discusses Kim's experience in the schools in Finland. So the chapter kind of describes the key differences between her experience in Oklahoma versus in Finland. She notices how her teacher is warm and welcoming and how she accommodates to all of her learning needs. Kim also notices that expectations are very high for all students. She also recognizes how expectations are very low for American students. Additionally, she discusses how her Finnish teacher went through a very extensive education in order to be qualified and prepared to teach. The chapter discusses on a broader level how Finnish teacher preparatory programs are highly selective and rigorous, which leads me into my argument that education reform needs to start at the beginning with the training of teachers, not necessarily accountability methods. So, how should the United States increase the rigor of their teacher preparatory programs? First, I think that they should limit the applicants because we should want the best and brightest teaching and pouring into this next generation that's coming up. Additionally, we should have high expectations for teacher candidates because they will conform to those expectations. They will perform better as a result. Additionally, American teacher programs are not very well respected because they are notoriously easy and non-challenging for college students. So I think by making sure that teachers are taking classes that prepare them to be the best teachers that they can be will help warrant some respect for the profession. So here are some quotes from Chapter 5 that support my argument pretty well. The first one says, in Finland, all education schools were selective. The rigor started in the beginning where it belonged, not years into a teacher's career with complex evaluation schemes designed to weed out the worst performers and destined to demoralize everyone else. The second one reads, for all the time and energy that American educators had spent praising Finland, it was remarkable that they did not insist upon the most obvious first step. It was almost as if we wanted the prestige of Finland's teachers, but didn't really believe that our teachers needed to be highly educated and unusually accomplished in order to merit that prestige. Additionally, I found this graphic that I thought really shows this well visually, and so on the left here you can see that 100% of Finland's teachers have a master's degree or higher, whereas only 52% of American teachers have a master's degree. Additionally, Finland's teachers are selected from the top 10% of their graduating classes, whereas you just don't see that in America. It's usually the bottom 5 to 10%, as shown in the graphic. I have learned so much from this class, specifically from the Waiting for Superman video and reading this book. It was really powerful for me to see these specific examples of students who have been negatively harmed by America's education system. And as a future teacher, I want to be a part of the solution to this issue. I'm so glad to be here at Texas Tech, and taking this class really gives me hope that Tech Teach will be everything that I need it to be, and it will equip me with the right skill set needed to be there for my future students and be the educator that they need. Additionally, I've learned what responsibility that I have in becoming a teacher that wants the best for my students. I think society at large needs to do a much better job at advocating for change because it ultimately affects that next generation. And if we don't fight for their education, then they're going to end up lacking those skills needed to be successful in later life. That starts with us in fighting for their education. Additionally, something else that I have learned through this course is that it really all starts with the teachers and administration. And so I think in encouraging accountability from teachers and admin, that kind of bleeds into the attitudes of students. And so I definitely want to be that teacher that is serious about giving my students a great education